Jillian, we're ready when you are. Try something. We may have lost Jillian in the transition there. Sorry, folks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David Dostelle. It's my pleasure as Dean to welcome you to this virtual graduation celebration for our winter and spring graduates. So this past year and a half has been quite unusual for all of us, and it prevents us from celebrating your graduation in the usual way. So I'm on my own in this beautiful classroom in our business building. I'm sure that you've all missed this space over the last year, and hopefully, future students can be back in these walls before too long. But it's not because things are not back to normal just yet that we cannot mark this very special occasion. Before we continue, I remind you to keep your mic mute throughout the celebration so that we don't have any echo. Before we begin our celebration, it's important to acknowledge that the lands on which Memorial University's campuses are situated in the traditional territories of diverse indigenous groups, and we acknowledge with respect the histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of this province. We encourage everyone to reflect on the lands where you are located and the indigenous people for whom these lands are traditional territory. In the light of the recent discovery of the remains of 215 children at the site of a former residential school for Indigenous children in British Columbia, I hope it reminds everyone of the purpose of land acknowledgements such as this one, that we are striving for respectful relationships with all the people of this province and of our country, and searching for collective healing and true reconciliation together. The entire Memorial community mourns with all Indigenous peoples at the loss of these children, and with all those who have experienced or were affected by the trauma of the residential school system. At this time, I'd like to take a minute of silence in memory of these Indigenous children and all those whose life have been profoundly impacted by systemic racism. Please join me for a minute of silence and reflection. Thank you, everyone. Today, we are gathered to celebrate a special milestone in the lives of university students. Before we move on, I would like to thank Dr. Jillian Shepard for the wonderful music that opened our celebration. Jillian is an accomplished musician. She's a music instructor who teaches at our faculty, and she's the new acting manager of the Center for Social Enterprise at Memorial. We'll hear her a little later in our program. I would like to welcome all of you who are watching from home. In addition to our graduates, we also have instructors, faculty and staff members, parents, and friends. You have all played an important role in getting our students where they are today, and we thank you for your guidance and your support. This spring, we have 367 graduates from our undergraduate and graduate programs. Whether this is your first degree or your second degree or a third one that you're celebrating, achieving a university degree is a significant accomplishment. It represents hundreds of hours from assignment, papers, group meetings, presentation. You really have earned the right to celebrate today, especially in the context of the last year. You have put a lot of time and effort into your studies, balancing family, work, volunteering, and personal challenges. So on behalf of everyone at the Faculty of Business Administration, I would like to say that we are very, very proud of you. Today, we'll hear from some of your fellow graduates, Hina Fayad and Patrick OGrady, as well as Dr. Tom Cooper, whom you selected as your faculty speaker. Later, we will also invite you to say a few words to your classmates on the occasion of your graduation. I'll provide more details on this later in the program. So I am pleased to introduce our first special guest. Dr. Vian Timmons is the President and Vice Chancellor of Memorial University. She was not able to join us today live, but she sent a special video message for you all.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this celebration of the Memorial University Business Class of 2021. You know, I'm so pleased to wish you all my sincere congratulations. It definitely has been a challenging year, and the significance of having completed your degrees in these circumstances can't be overstated. Yes, your final year has not been what you hoped for. No doubt it's been stressful and maybe even for some of you a little scary, but it has also provided you with rich opportunities to build skills and connect with people in different ways. Perhaps you also came to understand that you can trust and rely on yourselves and your community to find a way forward. You know, these are valuable skill sets that you can apply to both your personal and professional lives as you head out into the world as Memorial graduates. This is a critical time for our province and indeed the world. We need people who can find solutions, think creatively, and are motivated to make a difference. That is you. You will help us find a new normal that embraces change, challenges the status quo, and protects the vulnerable, and also seeks to make a positive difference in the world. You know, I can't wait to see what you will achieve. Congratulations to all of you on your graduation from Memorial University.
Now, I would like to introduce you to Hina Fayad to say a few words on behalf of our undergraduate students. Hina is originally from Beirut, Lebanon, and she joined the Memorial community in 2017. She's won numerous accolades during her time here, including the Faculty of Business Administration Associate Scholarship, Compass Ground Canada Scholarship, Doyle House Award, Scotiabank International Exchange Student Support Program, Great West Life Scholarship in Business Administration, and the University Medal for Academic Excellence in Business Administration. Hina was on the Dean's List from 2017 to 2020, and this spring she graduates with a Bachelor of Business Administration honors degree. She now works for ClearRisk as a marketing coordinator. So Hina, the virtual floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Some of you may recognize me, but for those of you who've never met me, my name is Hina Fayad. I'm proud to call myself a BBA graduate. I arrived in St. John's in fall 2017 from Beirut, Lebanon, to pursue my education in business administration. I'd like to start by saying that this journey has been anything but smooth. Leaving my entire life behind was absolutely terrifying. My home was experiencing major economic and political issues that complicated my situation even more. There was a time where I worked 2 jobs while registered for a full course load, simply so that I could afford my tuition and rent. For many international students attending this event, I'm sure that my story resonates with you. The world has been tough on many of us recently. We've all had moments where we doubted ourselves. Honestly, at times I felt like I couldn't be certain of anything. That being said, I knew why I was here and I went after my dream. No, it wasn't easy. No, I was not perfect. I think we all just wouldn't be human if we didn't mess up from time to time. And yet somehow, after so many seemingly imperfect moments, I get to be here today to joyously celebrate our collective success on each of our chosen paths. This entire experience has been nothing shy of a dream come true, and for that, I'm always grateful. For the next part of my speech, I'd like to invite you all to close your eyes and take a breath with me if you like. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to visualize that you're living the life of your dreams. Feel free to imagine all the little details. What did you eat for breakfast that day? Who is there with you? How do you really feel in that moment? Don't leave anything out. Paint a clear picture. Now I want to tell you that you can actually have everything you want. But the truth is, many of you are afraid of something. You're scared that there might not be enough good to go around for everyone. Or maybe you're scared that you're not smart enough or cool enough, that you're not as rich as him or as pretty as she is. Who knows, maybe you're scared of another pandemic coming around and foiling your plans. Please don't allow fear to stop you from striving towards a phenomenal life. Nobody is more deserving of success than any other person. You are incredibly worthy of everything you want, exactly as you are. Hold your vision in your mind and work to become that person every day. I believe with conviction that when we learn to let go of fear, this world becomes truly magical. I wish you all the greatest love, joy, peace, and success. Thank you, class of 2021.
Thank you very much, Hina. Next, I'm pleased to introduce another familiar face. Pat OGrady is from St. John's, and he began his MBA program in 2019. During his time with us, he earned the Imperial Tobacco Limited Graduate Scholarship in Business, as well as the Dean's MBA Award for graduating students. In his first year of the program, Pat was a member of our faculty council as a student representative. Thanks for joining us, Pat. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Dostelle. Hey, everyone. So first and foremost, I'd just like to say congratulations to everyone for finishing. I wish we could all be hanging out in person today, but this is the situation we're in. As people have already noted, it's been a challenging year, to say the least. I know it's been really difficult on a lot of individuals. I can't understate that enough. But we've made it to the end, and I think achieving this graduate degree is among the most productive things you could have done this year. It's truly amazing. I just want to say a big thanks to all the profs and staff in the Faculty of Business that adapted and allowed us to continue our degrees through this difficult period. And now we're ready to move on to the next chapter of our lives, just as we're starting to see the light at the end of this pandemic tunnel. I really believe we're headed into a period of exuberance following this year of lockdown, the Roaring Twenties 2.0. And I think as freshly minted business graduates, we're in a great position to ride that momentum, whether it's here in the province or if you choose to take your career abroad. There's going to be a lot of opportunities in the coming years, and we stand to play a significant role in those opportunities. So I'm super optimistic about the future, both in general and in this province specifically. I'm long on Newfoundland, so I hope a lot of you choose to stay, but wherever your career takes you, I wish you all the best of luck. It's been a pleasure getting to know you all, and I hope we all stay in touch and keep the alumni network strong. So yeah, once again, congratulations, everyone. It's well deserved, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Pat. The next speaker in our program is Dr. Tom Cooper, who was chosen by you, our graduates, to offer some words of encouragement on behalf of our faculty, staff, and instructor. Dr. Cooper has previously won the President's Award for Outstanding Teaching, as well as the Dean's Awards for Service and Teaching. He teaches and does research in areas of strategy, entrepreneurship, ethics, corporate social responsibility, and international business. Dr. Cooper, Tom, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Isabel. On behalf of our amazing faculty and awesome staff, I give you greetings and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. As a fellow alumnus of the class of 1993, you should be proud of your accomplishment and motivated by that ever-present question, what comes next? What comes next is a really difficult question to answer in the world we live in, which even before the pandemic could be characterized as VUCA, which is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. But there's some guidance and reflective thinking you can take from your degree that can help you address the what comes next question. The late, great Clayton Christensen, a professor of business administration at Harvard, in my opinion, in one of the best Harvard Business Review articles in the last 20 years, asked the question, how will you measure your life? And some of his writings are reflected in my thoughts. Christensen used management theory to tackle some of the big questions in life. One of the theories that gives great insight on what comes next is, that you may remember from organizational behavior, is from Hertzberg, who asserts that the most powerful motivator in our lives isn't money. It's the opportunity to learn, grow in responsibilities, contribute to others, and be recognized for achievements. Consider all those elements in deciding what comes next. Second, management is one of the most noblest of professions if it's practiced well. No other occupation offers as many ways to help others to learn and grow, take responsibility, and be recognized for achievement, as well as contribute to the success of a team. Be proud of what you've studied and recognize the awesome contribution to society that you can make, regardless of what you do, and decide what do you do next. Third, take the concepts of strategy as well to figure out what comes next. Organizations' decision-making systems are sometimes designed to steer investments to initiatives that offer the most tangible and immediate returns. As a result, organizations shortchange investments in initiatives that are crucial to their long-term strategies. The same thing can happen in answering what comes next. Think what you want to do, not necessarily what you want to be in deciding your own strategy. And Christensen finally also talks about the importance of purpose in your lives. When I look back at my own class, the graduating class of 1993, graduating in at the beginning of the COD moratorium, and thinking of the amazing contribution of my classmates, I'm struck by the notion of purpose. This time in your life may be really the last chance to reflect deeply on the question of purpose. If you think you're going to have more time and energy to reflect later, in my experience, that's problematic because life only gets more demanding. You may take on a mortgage, you may be working 70 hours a day, you may be traveling the world, you may have a spouse and children. All those complicate thinking about what comes next. So for me, having a clear purpose in my life has been essential, but it was something I had to think long and hard about before I understood it. So take the time to reflect and think of what comes next if you have that ability. Clarity about your own purpose will trump knowledge of activity-based costing, balanced scorecards, core competencies, disruptive innovation, the 4 Ps, the 5 forces. Think about your purpose in answering what comes next. So thank you so much for the invitation to speak. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. Be proud, stay well, and I look forward to seeing all the great results as you answer what comes next. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very, very much, Tom, for these inspiring words. So if we were at the in-person convocation ceremony, you would all have the chance to cross the stage and hear your name called individually. We cannot do that today, but we do want everybody watching to know who our graduates are. So we've put together a slideshow for you to recognize your achievement, and Dr. Jillian Shepard will play for you again as we watch. Thank you very much, Jillian. This was lovely as always. And thank you to our staff for putting together this slideshow and the entire event. Now, I would like to provide our graduates with an opportunity to say a few words to your classmates. So I will invite you to turn on your camera, to raise your hand, or to jump in if you'd like to say a few words. We will go one at a time. We'll see how it goes. So some ground rules first. We prefer that you speak in English so that everyone watching can understand. And I remind you that we're being live streamed and recorded, and will be available and the recording will be available on our social media channels. I'm just adding a bit of stress here for you all. So who would like to jump in and say a few words? So jump in or use your hands. Come on, camera on. We wanna hear what you have to say. Do we have anybody who wants to break the ice? Anybody wants to jump in and say a few words?
Hi, this is David Tilley. I'm sorry, I don't have a camera on my computer, as you can't hear me, but congratulations to everybody. I know it's a hard struggle going through, and especially in light of what we've gone through in the last year and a half. So you've done really well. Wish you all the best for your careers. Thank you.
Thanks so much, David. Anybody else wants to jump in? One of our graduates maybe have something to say to other graduates? Come on, it's your turn.
Hi, I'll jump in if I can. Can you hear me okay?
Sure, we can hear you.
Hi, it's just speaking as an out-of-province graduate who's done his entire degree, sort of part-time over the last 8 years, totally online. I'd like to give a big shout out to everybody who's graduating. Congratulations on your accomplishment, and in particular, like to recognize Memorial's distance, Bright Space Learning Organization, DELTS, whatever we're calling it these days, for the fantastic support I've received over the last number of years. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Rob. Thanks a lot. Anybody else wants to jump in? Feel free, turn on these cameras so we can see you guys. Anybody wants to jump in and say a few words? Don't be shy.
Another message from a graduate, if I can. I've been doing the MBA program since 2015. It's been a journey. Learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about the province. Started a microbrewery in the process and switched from oil and gas to tech. So guys, life's a journey. Embrace the changes, expand your horizons, and embrace what comes, because this province really needs it. So cheers and congrats, guys.
Thank you very much, Brian. This is very impressive. So we wish you the best. Anybody else wants to jump in, share a few thoughts? Feel free to jump in.
Hey everyone, Stephen Wall here. Congratulations everyone. As someone who has an engineering degree from Memorial on the other side of the street, and now I have my BBA, I'm pretty excited to see both sides of it. And so I know when I went to school for my first degree, there was the competition, but just to see the value on both sides is great. So it was a long journey, part-time, but very rewarding, and congratulations to everyone.
Thanks, Stephen, and congrats. Anybody else wants to jump in? Say a few words. Anybody else? We have some echo out there. Okay, that's better. Allison, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Sorry, there's a very loud echo. I just had to jump in late because I was doing a live teaching session for the summer group that I'm teaching, but I just wanted to send, so I have no idea what I missed. So if I'm repeating myself or repeating somebody else, sorry about that. Huge congratulations. It's a bittersweet way, I guess, to congratulate you all, but I think it's been amazing that you've been able to get through what a weird degree year has been this last year or so. I had the pleasure of teaching many of you. I can recognize so many names, and you guys were a fabulous group to teach, and I am so proud to have you guys at the finish line here. Please don't forget about us. Come back. Let us know how you're doing, and hopefully we'll get to see you walk across the stage at some point in the near future.
Thank you very much, Allison. Somebody else wants to jump in? instructors, students, graduates, I should say.
Coach Trevor here. Like Allison, had the great pleasure to teach many of you in undergrad or grad. And I feel like I'm echoing Allison. I was actually in the Gardner Center training right up to noon, so I apologize if I missed anything. But look, folks, embrace it, celebrate it, enjoy it. You've had a challenging year. You've come through the other end. And to echo Tom's words, I just wish you all the best in your career and look forward to hearing about you in the future.
Thank you very much, Trevor. Anybody else wants to jump in? Just feel free to do so. Faculty members, instructors, alumni. Anybody else? All right. Well, I won't force you, but thank you very much for these kinds of words, everyone. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And thank you as well to all of our guests. We really appreciate you joining us to celebrate the MUN Business Class of 2021. This wraps up our ceremony. I'd like to thank everyone who watched us live today, as well as those who will watch the recording. I'd like to give a very special thanks to John Duff, who has been instrumental behind the scene in today's broadcast. So thank you so much, John. To everyone who joined us today, I thank you for being part of the journeys of our graduate, and to the class of 2021, I have a few last special words for you. During your time at our faculty, you had many experiences, both inside and outside the classroom. Some of them have been great, and you will remember them fondly. And others would have been harder, and I hope you will remember them fondly as well. All of your successes, challenges have instilled in you professional skills and personal values that make you what you are today. Carry them with you as you move forward into the world. I have faith that you will remember the importance of learning, growing, and giving back to your communities, and that we have prepared you to act as globally minded citizens who will help to make the world a better place. And we need you to do that. For the first time, I can say that you are now part of Memorial University alumni family. This is quite something. And as alumni, you really are the ambassadors for the university and for the Faculty of Business Administration. I'm sure that regardless of what you do, of how much you accomplish, you will represent us well through your experience, your excellence, honor, and integrity. Please remember to keep in touch. We love it when alumni drop by, visit us, and share their experience with our students. We love it when alumni hire work-term students and provide opportunities for them to learn, to grow outside of the classroom. Our alumni have supported you with scholarships, awards, bursaries, travel funding, and conference support. We hope you remember the impact this support has had on your experience at Memorial, and when the time comes, provide the same for future business students. It really takes a community to prepare tomorrow's business leader. Until now, your role have been in this community has been as beneficiaries. As alumni, your role will change to that of supporters and mentors. Your time at the Faculty of Business has helped you to build a foundation for success, one which provide firm grounds to stand on when things get a little more difficult. I hope you will remember the lessons you've learned here and use them to see you through. Remember how it feels to set challenging goals and achieve them. Remember to give back to your communities and earn a place in the world. Remember your families and take care of them. Remember most of all that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You have the skills and passion to make a difference in your lives and in the lives of others. I know I speak for everyone at the Faculty of Business when I say that we are very proud of you and we wish you every success in your lives. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations to the MUN Business Class of 2021.